So good morning everybody. Today we will discuss about the engineering mechanics topic, how to find out the CG of different cross sections, symmetrical sections. First we will discuss about a symmetrical section being about symmetrical about y axis. In this case we have to divide it into two parts, as when we will put a mirror, the same part will be seen in the mirror which is left in the paper. So, since it is symmetrical about y-axis, so we will take the reference axis perpendicular in the perpendicular direction, that is k and k dash, as shown in the figure. In this case, we will have the two parts, section 1 and section 2. We have to find out the value like this: y bar is equal to a1 y1 plus a2 y2 divided by a1 plus a2. Where A1, A2 are the area of section 1 and section 2, Y1 and Y2 are the distance of center of section 1 and center of section 2 from the reference axis K dash. Just in the second case, where this is a I section in which it is symmetrical about X axis. In this case, we will take three sections, section 1, section 2 and section 3. If it is symmetrical about x-axis, then we will take extreme left part of the section as the axis of reference, that is k dash, where we can find out the CG, that is x bar is equal to a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus a3 x3 divided by a1 plus a2 plus a3, where a1, a2, a3 are the area of cross section of section 1, section 2 and section 3. x1, x2, x3 are the central distance from the axis of reference to the center of the sections 1, 2, 3 respectively. But we will consider a L section in which it is neither symmetrical about the x-axis nor symmetrical about y-axis. Here we will take the reference as the extreme left part and the bottom part of the section, where we can find out the center of gravity as x bar is equal to a1 x1 plus a2 x2 divided by a1 plus a2, and y bar is equal to a1 y1 plus a2 y2 divided by a1 plus a2. Since it is neither symmetrical about x-axis nor symmetrical about y-axis, that's why we have to find out both x bar and y bar. Okay, that's all. Find out the symmetrical section of this I section, as it is symmetrical about y-axis. So we will find out the y bar. In this section, we will split the whole figure into section 1 and section 2, rectangle 1 and rectangle 2. So in this case, the rectangle 1, where area of cross section A1 is equal to 100 into 30 is equal to 3000 mm square, and y1, that is from this axis of reference, the distance, central distance of section 1 from this reference axis. So this will be find out 150 minus 30 by 2 is equal to 135. Now in the rectangle 2, the value of A1 is equal to 120, because 150 minus 30 is equal to 120 into this cross section is your 30. So 120 into 30 is equal to 3600 mm square, and y2 is the distance center of section 2 from this reference axis, that is 120 by 2 is equal to 60 mm. Now since it is symmetrical about y-axis, so center of gravity will lie on this axis, and y bar is equal to a1 y1 plus a2 y2 divided by a1 plus a2. The value of 3000 into 135 plus 3600 into 60 divided by 3000 plus 3600, the value will be 94.1 mm. This is the center of gravity of this whole section. Now let us find out the section about a I section in which it is symmetrical about x-axis, and the whole section is split up into two parts, that is 1, 2 and 3, where we can find out the x bar is equal to a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus a3 x3 divided by a1 plus a2 plus a3. And in this case, the rectangle 1, rectangle 2 and rectangle 3. Here we will find out a1 is equal to this value 300 into 100, that is 30,000. X bar is the nothing but it is the distance of central distance from this value, that is 100 by 2 is equal to 50 mm. Now, and we will take it is also 300 and this is 100, this is also 300 into 100. Now, we will find out in the rectangle 2, the value is A2 is equal to 300 into 50, that is 1500, and X2 is, from this value, the central distance is 100 plus 300 by 2, that is 125. The value is like this, X2 is equal to 100 plus 300 by 2, that is 150 is equal to 250 mm. Now, in the section 3, it is also 300 into 100, so A3 is equal to 300 into 100, 300 into 100, that is 30,000, that is 3,000, 30,000. 3,000, and X3 is equal to 100 plus 300 plus divided by 2. So now in this case we will find out the X bar like this value. This is the X1 30,000 into 50 plus this is 1500 into 250 plus this is 3,000 into 450 divided by 30,000 plus 15,000 plus 3,000. So in this case we can find out the value of X bar is equal to like this. Okay. So you can calculate easily the value of X bar.